You don't feel like a fraud because you're failing. You feel like a fraud because you're succeeding. Every step forward tightens something in your chest. Every compliment feels slightly dangerous. Every achievement raises a quiet question. What if this is the moment they realize I don't belong here? That tension never leaves. It just changes disguises. And the strange part is, the harder you work, the worse it gets. You finally get the job, the raise, the recognition. People congratulate you. Your name gets mentioned in rooms you're not in. But instead of relief, your mind starts scanning for cracks. That email you hesitated on, that meeting you barely survived, that concept you still don't fully understand. You don't replay your strengths, you replay your near misses. And slowly, without noticing, your success becomes something you have to defend. This isn't insecurity, it's perception distortion. You see your entire internal process, the doubts, the confusion, the unfinished thinking. The world only sees your finished output. So while they judge your performance, you judge your potential. While they see results, you see flaws still under construction. That mismatch creates a psychological illusion. You start feeling smaller the more visible you become, not because you're inadequate, but because awareness expands faster than mastery. Growth increases clarity. Clarity increases discomfort, and that discomfort gets mislabeled as fraud. Here's what no one tells you. Imposter syndrome isn't about competence, it's about identity. Your old self and your new environment are out of sync. Part of you still thinks like the person who struggled. The other part is being treated like someone powerful. So your mind tries to reconcile the gap by shrinking you. If you feel small, you stay safe. If you doubt yourself, you stay vigilant. And vigilance feels like control. But here's the hidden trap. The more you chase certainty, the more fragile your confidence becomes. Because now your worth depends on never slipping. So you over-prepare, overthink, overfunction. You don't grow, you perform stability. And eventually, you start fearing your own momentum. At first, it's behavior, double-checking everything. Then it becomes identity. I'm not really this capable. Then it becomes existential. If I stop proving myself, do I disappear? That's the real fear. Not failure, not exposure, disappearance. When success becomes your permission to exist, peace becomes impossible. Here's the shift that changes everything. Imposter syndrome isn't a signal to doubt yourself. It's a signal that your self-image is outdated. You are using an old internal map to navigate a new terrain, and every step forward exposes the mismatch. So instead of trying to eliminate the feeling, update your identity. Not by affirmations, not by pretending confidence, but by recognizing this. Your discomfort is not evidence of fraud, it's evidence of expansion. The moment you stop trying to deserve your place, you start owning it. Stop asking, do I belong here? Start asking, what am I becoming here? That single shift moves you from defense to evolution. You're not behind, you're unfolding. And unfolding feels unstable. That's the cost of growth. The truth is simple but uncomfortable. If you never feel like an imposter, you've stopped growing. If you always feel like one, you're living in transition. And transition is not fraud. It's transformation before it becomes visible. So maybe the goal isn't confidence. Maybe the goal is psychological elasticity, the ability to expand without needing certainty. Because the version of you that feels stable is always smaller than the one you're becoming. And learning to live inside that stretch is the real skill. Because once you stop fearing being seen, you'll start questioning why being invisible ever felt safer in the first place.